Hiya, my name's Savannah Marshall and you're watching Sport and Icons.
Peter, it's a big night for you. The two on your left, your son Hughie and Savannah Marshall, world champion. It's a big night for the whole stable.
It is. It's good to be here. So this is what we train for, and being good fights, and they both got good fights. So what more can you say?
Lolita Mosea comes here as Savannah Marshall's opponent. Two undefeated punchers. What sort of fight are you expecting, and what do you want to see from Savannah that you've been working on?
Savannah's just got to take her time and see what's in front of her and just work it out. You know, it's about boxing and skills. It's not all about power. Because you try and land power, it doesn't land. So she needs to just work it out and see how it goes.
Just to follow up on Hughie Fury, you know Christian Hammer very well. What sort of fight are you expecting from him? You've obviously been in the opposite corner to him before.
Yeah, you know, Christian Hammer, he's a fighter. He comes to fight as well. He comes to win. He's a tough man. And, you know, he'll give it his all. So I'm expecting a good fight. And that's the reason why we picked people like Hammer to bring good fights. You know, we're not interested in walkovers where people's going to take a shot and fall over. But Christian Hammer doesn't do that. So it's another good test for you.
And I've heard you say it quite a few times recently, but it's worth reiterating. You very much have, forgive me if I'm putting words in your mouth, stop me if you think I'm wrong, but very much, if you're good enough, you'll learn in a tough fight. As long as you don't get badly beaten, you're learning. Is that the mentality that you've had with Hughie, particularly that he's only 27 and he's been a pro a long time now?
They're in the fight business, you know, they're brought up to street fight, you know, back in our days, you know, it's a no-surrender business, it's not play boxing. You know, they're here to do a job and get it done properly. And he'll fight till every last blood is in his body. The only time he's going out on the floor is if he's out cold. If he's got any breath in him, his heart's pumping, he's getting up. That's what he's brought up to do. The fighters, it's a warrior sport, this. And that's what we're here to try and do.
I've heard you say before though...
He's here to try and do it, sorry.
Not me. Whatever you say. But you have said previously that, you know, he has been a young man or a boy fighting against fully fledged men. Do you believe now at 27 that he has filled out and he's got his man strength?
Yeah, he's been 5 years ahead of his time. You know, he was a kid of 6'6", you know, 18 years of age fighting these pros, you know, fought for a world title at 22. You know, look, all fighters know when they're coming through, when they look where they are now to what they was when they was a young fella. You know, look, I've trained with world champions, I know what it's been like. And it's a different ball game. You can't put men against young men, various boys, so to speak. So now he's arrived on the scene, he's a full set man, and he's ready.
Let's hand over to Christian Hammer and El Shaylan, who's going to help with the translation part of the team. Christian, welcome back to the UK. Just tell us what's going to happen on Saturday night against Hughie Fury.
Hallo, ist der Mann. Danke für eingeladen.
Thank you for inviting me.
Und ja, ich habe gute Erinnerung hier, wann ich habe gegen den Preis geboxt. Ich bin glücklich, ich kann wieder in England boxen.
I'm very happy to be here again.
Und wir sind hier zu gewinnen, nicht zu verlieren.
I'm here to win.
Ich habe Hughie gesehen, aber er kommt von Familie von Fury, aber ist nicht Tyson. Respekt
He's
von
from the family Fury, but he's not Tyson Fury.
Ist Junge, aber ich habe viel gelernt von meinen Kämpfen. Ich habe viel gelernt in den Training und ich bin bereit für das und ich möchte zeigen einen schönen Kampf und einen richtigen Krieg und einen großen Krieg.
And a big war, of course. How do you win this fight? Wie willst du diesen Kampf gewinnen?
Wir haben einen Plan, ich will alles geben und das ist kein KO oder normal, ist kein Problem. Für mich ist wichtig zu gewinnen. Wir gucken, was kommt.
For me it's important to win. I give my best, doesn't matter KO or by points. I try to break him and win the fight.
Und ich hoffe, wir kämpfen nicht, der läuft immer am besten.
I hope he's not running only.
Wir sind hier zu kämpfen, nicht zu laufen.
Standing like a man and fight.
Darum wir machen Boxen, wir machen keine Zyklismus. Wir möchten Boxen, nicht laufen oder so.
Okay.
eine gute
You want to
Schule.
fight, don't make a marathon running or something.
Okay, I mean, Hughie, I don't want to make this Rocky 4, but he said, hit the break in, going to make it a war, don't run away. We're sitting this close to the two of you now, I'm relaying this, his words, not mine.
He's not here fighting David Price now. I'm fighting that. So, let's say, I'm looking forward to the fight.
Do you believe he can stand and have a war with you? Do you believe he can break you?
He can do what he wants. I've repaired into the gym, and what I've got to do, he's a tough, drill fighter, respect him. I'm looking forward to the fight. These are the fights what I want. I'm not here for fighters just to go in there, knock them over. I've learned the hard way, and that's the way I want it. I want to fight, and that's why I'm Big Hammer, and going to get a fight.
It is the entertainment business as well, and in that heavyweight division, what puts bums on seats is good performances, but also knockouts. If there is an opportunity that presents itself, do you believe that you could knock Christian Hammer out?
If the knockout comes, it comes. We're prepared for 12 rounds and ready for whatever Hammer brings.
Do you believe now that you've got that maturity, sort of echoing the questions that I asked your father, that now that you have got your man strength and we might see not a completely different Hughie Fury, but a slightly different Hughie Fury?
Yeah, it's a different ball game now. It was against a man against a boy before, but I have filled out and people's going to see it.
Right, so Ben Shalom, this is caught fire quite nicely.
I think the strength of the card is shown by the opponents. I was with Wanik last night and he's so relaxed. He's unbeaten in 16. It's a great opponent that we've chosen with Nissa. You then look at Lolita, knockout power, never been beaten before. And then Christian Hammer, who we know about, and you look at his record, you see who he's beaten. And he's really only lost to very, very, very elite guys. So I think that's what we want to bring to Sky now. It's about proper fights, it's about our fighters getting tested, it's about, the fans seeing the biggest fights on the biggest platform. And so really excited to get going, but I think, all three fights are proper.
This brings us on to the
This is the biggest platform in boxing, and I'm meant to be world champion. I'll go all the way.